On a great comeback, having lost the opening 8 rounds, only conceded 4 once they found success and took the first map over G2, and we are on Dust2. We haven't seen a lot of that this week, have we, Jason? But we are here now.
Yeah, and if you're G2, you had to have known. You had to have been able to feel deep down. You had to have had the conversation as a team that you knew this Astralis lineup, despite some of the deficiencies that we've seen, was not going to go down without a fight. That's a great confidence-inspiring win for Astralis on the opening map of Ancient. But now here, I think some of the issues that plague G2 on Ancient will not be here on Dust2. Config's going to get aggressive, though, again, and he's found a headshot. Oh, boy. Config heating up into the series.
Not only that, he finds a headshot. He finds Monesi, who's the young man, the inexperienced guy who is going to be thriving on confidence, and already he's getting shut down. He's going, God damn, is this tier 1? Is this what I'm dealing with now? Like, Config is just relentless. He has been so aggressive this whole game.
Yeah, that's a good find for Jackson mid. They actually, everyone from Astralis after that kill gets pulled towards the B bomb site, and Config unawares that Jax could be lurking up towards the top. He's gone out towards long now, the safety. I don't know if him and Blame have spotted each other. 2 players at the A bomb site to deal with.
Shots out, Zipix makes contact, checks to be sure that long is clear before sneaking to the opposite side of the box. Meanwhile, Glaive and Lucky have left the B site. They're aware that this is going to be an A hit, that they are on the catwalk position, even though there's a minute to play with. Glaive jumping up, takes out NiKo. They were turning back. They were looking for it. They were ready. Hunter's going to recover the bomb, but not the round. Zipix on top of the site delivers 2 final kills to make it 1-0 for Astralis.
Uh-oh, this G2 lineup better find some heart and soul during this game. Pistol round goes to Astralis, some phenomenal shooting. 2 kills for Zip. Jackson Hunter with the frags for the G2 side of things.
Now, this isn't our only game. I did say it's the final position in the playoffs. Remember, as we look back at the highlights from this round, that there is also the winner bracket match going on right now on the opposing side. FaZe versus Na'Vi. Winner gets a bye directly through to the semifinals, and FaZe are winning that right now at 14-11. Obviously, Na'Vi the favorites.
Yeah, Rob's coming into the hot moments, start looking good. Over here, though, a battle for the last playoff spot. G2 and Astralis. One of the biggest teams, one of the best players. One of them is going to be missing from the event. NiKo, bit of a fight. They're going to jump around the corner. That's Config again. Just mindless aggression. He's been shut down here, 5-on-4.
Kamikaze. Config. NiKo just raining off a few shots through the door to see if anyone else is toward middle as Monesi stares down. If he had shuffled someone out, perhaps he could have found the kill. Zipix, they are going to go. They are going to actually put aggression on this. With the nade, we'll get NiKo. Not bad. Config called he did some damage in that exchange, and they'll finish him off.
It's like a bowling with a grenade. Picks off NiKo. Evened up situation.
The Big Lebowski.
Here we go, up catwalk. There's 4 smokes, a flashbang, and a Molotov. But you just know Glaive, sitting at the double doors, is going to have a very fast flank. Glaive going to chuck out the Molotov. I think it's going to be a little bit late. Flashbang as well goes out. They turn from it. Jax, he was great with the deagle on Ancient. He delivers again here on Dust2. Beautiful headshot through the edge of the smoke. Bomb site access is opened. 1 at long to deal with. 1 flanking catwalk oh so quickly.
Glaive's locked out by smoke, though he's made his presence known, firing in with that UMP. Lucky's the closest. Barrels position, sees the shoulder, dancing, baiting, being shot, not even sure where from. That buys space, but it's all on to Jax. He started this off with the deagle, 1 HP. He manages to find Lucky, and he nails Glaive. Oh, baby, Jax is the dude, 1-1.
That's unbelievable. He again delivers for G2 to start a game. Absolutely magnificent with 1 HP. And the brilliance, the aggression towards ramp to clear one side of the attack so he could focus towards catwalk. Oh, just sit and watch. It's beautiful.
That's what they need to get back into it. How jacked does he feel right now? Config, right back to his old game. Is going to go up middle with Glaive, but it's them on the losing side, and therefore the weaker buy. 2 scouts to play with, Lucky and Zipix. They'll already find Config down low in the tunnels, but Glaive does get 1. That means they know he's there, and Hunter turns, even though it's at range with a MAC-10. He manages to win the exchange, down to 26 HP as a result, though.
NiKo doing his little lurking of his own. B-bomb site. Access is open. Nobody inside this site. Molotov in towards the window. Smoke at the door. He's going to be able to cross. Bomb is coming up second. You still have Jax at top mid just lurking. Fresh off another round of heroics, and he'll be there if they want to push out Long Cave to try and save these weapons. I'm sure they'll be comfortable enough in pit, but it's going to be a second round for G2. God damn.
That's so sick. Jax, the player on the roster that you don't give enough credit to, it seems. Holy moly. I mean, you got NiKo on there. Hunter's come in. There's the storyline between those two being cousins, let alone NiKo's incredible form. Alexi B gets the spotlight as the in-game leader. m0NESY, obvious reasons he's talked about. Jax is just quietly like, yeah, hey, guys, what about me? Huh?
He gets a lot of credit, I think, from his teammates, but yeah, he's certainly not the high...
It's kind of like Rain on FaZe.
Yeah, he's certainly not any of the... It's hard when you have this many high-profile names. The story around m0NESY building, obviously, NiKo and Hunter are going to take correctly a lot of attention, and Alexi, as a pretty well-liked in-game leader, is also throughout the scene. He is kind of the footnote, but not in this series so far. Delivered huge moments. And with backs against the wall, remember, G2 is staring down elimination in this map. They must win it to move on to the third and final if they want to play in the Spodek.
Shots toward middle. Not quite enough accuracy on either side to do any damage, so we'll wait and see where the next exchange will occur. There's 3 players from Astralis over toward the B side of the map. They're all inside of the site, with one holding off in middle as we see it. It's Lucky. Jax is the one out toward long, just waiting this time for G2 if anyone's going to push through, but the rest all toward middle. Maybe there would be an exchange and a push. Hunter, the shot. Mid to B is an option. You get this position, smoking off CT, it's looking likely, and that's where the stack is. So this is about as good as it gets for Astralis, but we'll see if they commit to it or not.
Yeah, it's still a matter of can those weapons actually hold off the attack. It's just 3 pistols. Xyp9x keeping his eyes on Catwalk. They were looking for any counter utility, any kind of movement from the defense with the initial salvo for mid to B utility. Alexi's gonna get flashed up Catwalk. NiKo spots 1, spots 2. That's door and window, both sighted. Alexi scouting over the smoke, spots Xyp inside of the site. Flash comes out, NiKo's holding mid, wild spray. Does control it and land it. Might want to try and start getting into safety, jumping to try and open up the frag for blameF, and it doesn't work. NiKo's gonna pick up a deagle as a sidearm, and it's 3-1.
3-1. On the back of Jax again. NiKo pretty solid. And yeah, you're right. I mean, they still have to get the kills, but there's a chance if they overcommitted that Astralis might have overwhelmed them with the presence of a third inside of that site. Nonetheless, now they'll be back to weapons. No AWP for Lucky. Talk about taking the wind out of the sails and turning the series a bit. We were just saying G2's gonna have to dig deep after that loss and respond to what Astralis presented on Ancient, and one way to do it. Through mid again, no challenge for the second round on this position. No smoke down yet towards CT. They're gonna try and find the picks toward B with Jax leading the way in the AK. Smoke goes out late, they'll cross over, doors smoked off as well. They'll get closer to the window. NiKo gets the opening kill. Glave's on the back of the site, NiKo finds that as well. And it's a brilliantly placed shot on the AK that will allow the bomb plant and a save called already for Astralis. This was a bonus round as well for G2. They didn't invest into this other than what they already had.
Did Config just try and come through that smoke at double doors to try and make a play through it outside of mid? That's very ambitious. It's shut down and completely. It's gonna be 4-1. Yeah, that's great from G2. Just march in and take mid and just execute off that B split. A nice explosion as soon as the utility goes down. They're hunting as well. This is a nasty little crossfire, but it is checked. It is cleared, and that means the other half of it has to slip away and hide. They now have the information. blameF is up in the bomb site. Nade is just gonna tickle NiKo. And they're gonna continue pushing forward. Now Xyp9x is known as well. Good kill from him. blameF finds NiKo, and that should be the end of it. Everyone should be able to survive after that.
He did catch Config, trying to come through on that. Unlikely. Lucky found by m0NESY, and we have 4-1, as you mentioned. Guns again for the Astralis side as the lost round bonus has accumulated and built itself up. G2, they're going to keep going with this. They've got 2 AKs to go along with a MAC-10 that's still being held onto by Alexi B, and m0NESY obviously on the AWP now trying to find the aggression as he sits back at top middle. Remember that pistol round, Config? Yeah, try me now. I have upgraded.
Nice little default here. blameF with 1 M4s on Catwalk. Now drop down into CT spawn. Zip with his in the B bomb site on his own. Mac 10 is going to be coming right at 2 unarmored pistols. Bait and switch set up inside of the pit. Alexi gets his head dinked, his bell rung, and not able to control it. But Jax is here, don't worry. Jax has arrived.
Has indeed. Not done there either. He's got lucky. The Jack attack is back. He's got blame F to go along with it, and he now finds the 3rd kill in the rounds. 9th overall in the game, and is already on the site this round over. Zipix left on B is going to hold on to that M4. It is his rifle, it is his gun, but it's not for fighting, and they're not having any fun.
Bomb has been planted.
Not bad. I like that rhyme. Zipix trying to save this. Hunter's coming in. Immediate headshots. Well done. Good kills from Jax. Good aggressiveness. Making space out towards long. 5-1 in the favor of G2. Don't get too excited yet. They jumped out to a very powerful lead on Ancient. It ended up allowing that one to slip away. I think it was 8-0 before Astralis was able to get on the board. Timeout for Astralis. They haven't won a round since the pistol, and they'd like to get back to those winning ways. All picked up on Lucky, all picked up on Config. This double AWP setup on Ancient was the winning recipe. Did a very good job for them on their defensive half there. We'll see if they can deliver on Dust2. Alexi be very talkative with the squad. Both maps, Jax has been the standout player for G2 to start things out. Ooh, there we are.
That's unreal. There it is, the boost down. Config caught crossing over. They'll take that.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
Payback for Config.
Oh no, I think Glaive did just enough to stop it. I think he did just enough. You could see they wanted to press the issue. Alexi, NiKo, and Hunter were ready to push in. Glaive does just enough with utility. However, they still know with that angle down mid from Odyssey, they still know nobody has crossed over to the B bomb site. Finally, the smoke obscures their vision, so they're just going to have to play it standard from here, but with the man advantage.
Shots still raining through the doors. Lucky tagged onto 28. Astralis just cannot get a footing in this game so far. Winning the pistol. Sure, great, awesome. Nothing since then. Zipix will at least get Alexi B. By the way, Alexi B yet to get a kill in this game. That's only his 3rd death. It's not like he's been involved too much in the equation.
That one's weird though. Like, did he not realize that Zip had jumped across? That Zip might have seen him. I'm so confused why Alexi was pulling nades out. That it would have not have realized that Zip was going to make a play. This is huge. This is what we saw in Ancient as well. An aggressive defense from Astralis across the map, away from the action, to shrink things down to have fast flanks. It was brutal. G2 had no answer for it. We'll see if Glaive has an impact here. NiKo crouching underneath the smoke. He was spotted, but the shot didn't land. Good headshot. The op, though, holding the angle. There's the flashbang. One at railing with an M4, and NiKo's got another. I don't know if he realized Zipnix was here. He's looking for one more. Zip, waiting for it, and he's got the headshot on NiKo. Monacy now. Bomb goes down, so does he. It's all on Jax. Does he have another clutch in him?
He's got the timing. He's gonna get checked. Zipix is aware of it. He's gonna shut him down this time, and Zipix on Dust2 has always been pretty damn good, but right now he is carrying the load. 10 kills for him. The rest of his team combined are on 7.
Quad kill in this round as well. I mean, stellar work out towards long A. He single-handedly eliminates half the attack, and then he comes back to address the attack at the A bomb site. He wasn't even touched this whole round. Nobody fired back at him. He gets away with everything. 5-2. Round number 8 going live. Remember, that was off the back of an opening pick from Odyssey on the cross. You're not going to get a whole lot of those throughout a half. Long control called. It's going to be a brawl. Both teams heading to the corner. Zip drops the Molotov. They're going to flash around the corner. They want to fight. NiKo's got one blind. Still some action, though, and BlameF fights inside the flames. Crawls out into the open. It's still an op to deal with, but a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of G2 to gain control. And now the ops ring out. Now Config has to put out a smoke for his teammate. G2 have information. And there's Hunter. What a great lurk.
It's not the bomb, though. Remember that, but it is going to pull Config away. They're going to take it that direction because B is such a fortified site to hold. Config's made noise. Hunter knows he's up close. I'm sure he did. did. He had to have heard him running in. They've not. They've passed each other, and the bomb is still going that direction. Monacy's running this down. Yeah, but they think they hold this. Config knows he's in there. Config knows he's gone somewhere, and it's only one possibility. He will clear the site himself, and uh-oh, what now? What now, NiKo? Because Monacy's left alone. 58 seconds, they can still go back on this, and Lucky's not spotted NiKo, but could still catch the bomb. The timing of this round is absolutely ridiculous, and he's made noise. Lucky can't hit it. It's the two inexperienced ops, and neither of them will drop. So far, the flames to be extinguished. Lucky somehow turns around and realizes that NiKo's coming from behind, drops down, and it's all on to Monacy once again. He's gonna work his way around toward Catwalk. Bomb to be planted. He'll go for that immediately, knowing that they have to rotate, and Config still on Catwalk. We'll try and get closer. Lucky has the harder job right now. From CT, down below, AWP, and Monacy knows he can get aggressive toward Catwalk, but the single shot distracts, and Config gets a rather anticlimactic kill in that, considering I thought he was going to be tunneled.
You got to give props to the play. I mean, look, this is kind of like a 50-50 play, just walking through that smoke in the B bomb site. But, I mean, it's calculated, right? He knows there's only one player. He knows Hunter's the lurk, the long lurk, and he's just saying, if you're watching the smoke, fair play, I die, we lose the round. But if I come through it, you'll never expect that. And Hunter never even considered the possibility of flat-out insanity, again from Config. And he throws that round into chaos for G2. 2 rounds, straight for Astralis to get back into this game. You can see the nades being dropped in CT spawn, stockpiling.
So it's B for Glaive and Lucky with Hunter inside tunnels. Double. Okay, triple dink. Third one's an op, so that one certainly was resounding, but yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. They'll get Lucky as well, so this is starting off very, very well for G2 at a 5-3 scoreline and a B site open.
Oh, one's crossed over. Oh, and Alexi's got that coming through the smoke. He knows there's one trapped outside B. Astralis is going to lose everything. This round was never even close to being in contention for them. A little sloppy, and G2 capitalizes across the map. Monacy still sees one more on Catwalk. Zipix.
Zipix trying desperately as he gets toward the wall, but has to back off. I don't think he's aware. Oh, Hunter has to look away from the flash, and did... Okay, Zipix didn't see his head, was aware. Pops back out. Takes a bit of damage, puts Hunter down to 27, but he's surrounded. This is just a matter of time. Molotov will box him in, and guess who's on the back side of him? Can't go anywhere. That Molotov spreads. They swing around. Jax fittingly with the kill. Those two seemingly doing all the... I say actually doing all the work. Jax on 10. NiKo's caught up to him. Just hasn't had quite the same moments, you could say.
Yeah, it's been a quiet 10 for NiKo, which is fine. Good round from G2. Couple early kills, throw the defense into disarray as they try and rotate to address the situations across the map, and too much pressure for them to handle. 3-round lead now for G2, and back to pistols for Astralis. Remember, they wanted that double op setup, an expensive one. Good rounds now. We've seen some pretty effective lurks from G2 specifically into that B bomb site. I think NiKo had one. I think Hunter's had a couple of them. Finding timings when kills come out elsewhere on the map to sneak into an empty bomb site or find a one-on-one isolated fight.
Like CB checking to make sure that the coast is clear on Catwalk. NiKo will jump up with the flashbang going out and peek on the back of it. And it's Config. Like a moth to a flame, that man.
Loves his aggression. It's won him. I mean, he's only got 4 kills, but remember that round with the op into the B bomb site won him the round. That kind of a play. It's not a huge amount of frags, but the ones he's gotten are kind of high impact. Pop flash out mid. This is exactly what Astralis wants. They're going to peek off of it. Here comes Hunter. He's going to go down. AK salvaged. Back towards long we go. Any resistance mounted by Zip could be fantastic. It's a 4-on-4 as they march up long, and all of Astralis is here to address this.
Flash goes high behind. That was the plan. There it is. Pop Flame F. He's actually forward enough to fire back through, but NiKo will not let him escape. No scurrying away for the big man this time, and Lucky just the USP. And I don't think he'll be Daft Punk in this one because he's not going to be up all night. He's dead soon. Surely, Jason, dead. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Yep. That's why I'm here.
Don't invoke the name of Daft Punk for that. For just a USP round? Uh-oh.
All right, I'll save it for the desk.
Yeah, exactly. 7-3. Op in the hands of Monacy. Op going back in Lucky. Config will be back on the M4. Not bad from Astralis. Close affair. Jax is able to find it at the end. 8 seconds on the clock. That got probably a little bit too close for comfort for G2. Glaive gonna find a timing to push towards lower. I think he might have caught it behind the box. Well, they check. Nade comes out to help him, to distract. Great damage, softens him up, and NiKo's gonna get the frag anyways.
The tone of your voice. You're building it up so well. Here it is. Glaive's got this. Everything's perfect. No, it's just NiKo.
It's NiKo.
We cast down for someone so good, you know?
Ooh, Monacy, nice
Oh
shot.
my goodness, that was well timed.
Yeah, crouches underneath it as well and just pops his head up. Config had no chance to respond. Out towards long, Jax has that as well.
Maybe he's got such good aim because he DMs on this map like everyone else in the world, and that spot is pretty powerful in DM, Jason, on those stairs.
Yeah, put him in a puggy situation and watch the young man shine.
Yeah, Monacy just wrecks him. So smoke's down at long A. They'll cross over and take the bomb to the platform. Lucky's pushed his way up onto the catwalk position. With Blame F at the mid doors, NiKo's still a problem for them because he's existing inside of the tunnels, and Monacy's gone back. Oh, yeah, absolutely he's a problem for them. That's a ridiculous one tap. I'm surprised. Second one, okay.
How about that deathmatch, Matt?
Well, he was trying to react to him running away, you know, but the first one I actually was kind of confused by. He's still going to get the kill, Jason.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Burn. Don't. Oh, my God.
Oh, everybody calm down. He almost burned alive.
How about that deathmatch, Jason?
1 HP. They don't have Molotovs in deathmatch.
Exactly.
No idea what's going on.
Yeah, he's no idea. But no, look, they had him locked in. I thought they might have tried to go for the save, given that they lost the A site in such circumstances, but they weren't even going to get a chance to do that.
He's giving fist bumps too quick.
Look at him laughing with NiKo. I like that he's beside NiKo in this situation on this team because NiKo is someone who can, as you say, does it all, knows how to be aggressive and assertive and take games, but also can look over the screen and say, hey, maybe slow this one down, buddy.
Yeah,
you know, he's the guy that can kind of shape the star.
And he's on the other side of him, he's got Alexi B.
Yeah, absolutely. Beside the in-game leader is one thing, but I think in terms of the potential and that star power and learning how to rein it in and when to use it, NiKo's very good in that regard.
Out of the timeout. Round 12, Astralis scraping together what buy they can. Small investment. Deagles again, SMG and a scout to fight against G2. 5-round lead. G2 desperately trying not to let this one slip away.
NiKo just waiting it out in tunnels this time. Config a little bit closer with the MP9. They're all going to rotate that direction now as well, including Monacy as he takes the bomb back toward T-spawn. NiKo is the one underneath again with an AK that we saw was incredible. Oh, look, same situation. Throw a nade at him. I forget the name of those monsters, but like when you hit them, they get bigger like, until you kill them. Every time you hit them, they get stronger. That's NiKo. Like, yeah, throw that nade at me. I'm ready. They'll use the hinge smoke to see underneath and block off the entire catwalk position, so Monacy can actually start to work up cat and not be worried about being spotted. Flashing through it instead, though, it'll absolutely wreck Config, and he's a dead man in the corner. Well struck between the two. Maybe that's part of the screen watching thing. Hey, let's see where I am. I got this. You do this, I kill.
Able to look over and just give him a nudge.
Yeah, now's the time, my friend.
Alexi peeking into the upper B. Still trying to figure out what's going on here. Glaive's gonna push. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. A little bit lucky. Glaive went back. They've been lured into the Scout Deagle combo. And Monacy's tagged as well, so access closed. NiKo's gonna try and open up over at A, and I say try.
Jesus
He's actually just gonna
Christ,
straight up
man.
do it. He thought maybe a third player.
It's not a quiet 12 or 11, whatever it was anymore. He's at 17, and the aim he's had lately, those taps are foolish, Jason.
Yeah, it's getting louder. It's getting much louder. But look at the time. 8. All right, come on.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to talk about. Like, I don't know how you can possibly do justice to it.
Still, they're running these clocks down low on some of these rounds. They've been fortunate to get away with it. Scout out.
You Canadian now?
What's that?
Canadian now?
I didn't say scoot. Everybody chill.
I heard it. No, all good. Lucky's going to try and survive this. Low enough HP. I love that Glaive did back off because he did lure them perfectly into his Scout Deagle combo. Like, it was a perfect 1-2 punch setup. But, yeah, the round never going anywhere with NiKo on the server. By the way, NiKo, $12,000 right now. The money is substantial. Only one gun rounds, two defusal rounds going Astralis' way. Remember, they won the pistol to start this off? Do you remember that? I don't.
Man, we're having this little fantasy league going on. I had the second pick in the draft. And I wanted to pick NiKo. I sat on NiKo for the entire draft, and then I changed my mind at the last second. My heart was saying NiKo.
Who'd you pick?
My brain said ZywOo. And I think it's a perfect comparison to exactly what HLTV did wrong as well. Because here we are in Katowice. NiKo's absolutely incredible all the way through.
And ZywOo's where again?
He's knocked out, man.
He's gone.
He had a rough time of things.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Katowice is not kind to him. Here we go out towards long. Hunter, NiKo, Jax, and they're going to beat the defenders to the corner who don't even actually try and get there. So information gained for Astralis, and they're going to have to force to push up and take control of Catwalk. They need control of one of Cat or Long.
Couple taps from Hunter toward the car. Like an angry ex doing damage to his boyfriend's ride.
I think Astralis is going to have a lot of information of what's happening on this map right now, because there's been a lot of presence for G2 in lower dark, in middle, smoking and flashing through double doors. They're not seeing any of that, and obviously now they're getting a bit frisky. And they're going to start definitely knowing that it's clear.
Yeah, up this far, no question. Lucky and Xyp9x are going to come back. BlameF will join.
They've got plenty of Molotovs and nades as well to stop any kind of a plant or to slow it down or to harass these players at the railing. This could actually be a really difficult take for G2.
BlameF wasting no time to try and get back on the site. Bomb will be passed back down the line, so Hunter and NiKo, the Kovac cousins, can open up the site. m0NESY sniping from far away, watching the backside of that smoke. BlameF is a dead man, dare he walk that far. Instead, though, they jump up into it. NiKo takes him down directly. Look at all the kills coming in. That was so calculated, so fast.
I thought there was gonna be way more resistance, but obviously, I mean, NiKo, I don't know what more you want this man to do. 20-6.
He's single-handedly just taking this game by control.
I feel like he was like third in line. He crosses over, jumps in the box, gets a kill towards Catwalk. I think he spotted BlameF, or obviously knows the tendency of that kind of a play from the Soul Site defender. Spams into the smoke, finds him as well. Even Config just essentially has to jump and sacrifice himself just to kill NiKo. Pulls him out into the open. The Astralis, like, the Ancient was great. I don't think this lineup has gotten very comfortable on Dust2. This looks a little bit shaky, actually, a lot shaky.
A lot.
I was trying to be nice for a second.
No,
I was
yeah,
like, why am I doing that? It doesn't look nearly like they're comfortable on this map the way they were in Ancient. So any faith or confidence in a comeback based off that first map, I think is going to be a bit misguided. We'll see though. Remember on Ancient, they were sitting at this similar scoreline, 10-3 in the favor of G2 towards the end of the first half. They got the final 2 rounds of the half to give themselves a chance to get them up to 5.
Boost again for m0NESY, trying to get an op shot through mid. The cross has already occurred though, and it's Lucky and Config that have successfully stayed intact in doing so. Hunter and NiKo again toward the tunnels. Xyp9x at long. Xyp9x at long. Xyp9x at 11 kills. Still leads the way, with 5 being the next closest for Config and BlameF. Not enough kills at all. I mean, you can see it in the economy. I mentioned it. m0NESY 14-6. Post-buy in this round with the utility brought up. Config will get this started though. He'll get Hunter down. But yeah, it's not even like you were saying strategy. It's everything. Like, they're not getting kills. They're not finding map control. BlameF trying to fall off the box with an MP9. Can't get it done, but does do good damage this time to NiKo.
Yeah, great damage. Got a little bit of a dink to it. 31 HP. We'll see if your theory comes through. If NiKo gets stronger with low HP. m0NESY's got him covered. Molotov in, and ooh, he almost won that. Config down to 22 HP. But now they know the B defender's not only injured, but outside the bomb site. They have to address this quick. They have to get into this bomb site as fast as possible. Config, a little bit blind, hiding behind tall boxes. Molotov into his position. There's a nice nade, but he falls down. BlameF, SMG's not going to do the job. Fighting desperately, they've done decent damage, but now it's all on this flank from Xyp9x.
Slows his pace at the stairs so as not to be heard. Low HP on Jax directly in front. He's on the AK. One-shot wonder. No question he can hit this. m0NESY's just inside, though, and has equally low HP, so Xyp9x finds the first. Alexi B's preoccupied with Lucky, and Xyp9x is going to self-flash himself off the wall. That catches out m0NESY. Deeper he gets. Alexi hits him. They crossed it over. It was actually opposite obligations. They knew they had to keep each other's backs covered off. A good fit win from G2.
Good round there from m0NESY, covering NiKo and even helping to finish it up. 11-3. Tons of cash, tons of money for G2. It is a 6-0 run. G2 look to close out this map. Looks very, very likely as well. We'll see if anything switches at the break. Third map. We love it. We know it. We appreciate it. It's going to be Inferno.
We do appreciate that for the third map, no question about it. That's a decider.
Dak's not connecting on the cross. It's been a while, I feel, since I've seen a team able to just pick up the auto snipers and spam through the walls.
I do think the drop down being necessary now and you have to run the boost. You can't just have 5 of them shooting down mid anymore. Probably has something to do with it.
Bummer.
Not really.
Look, if a team has that much money, fair play, they deserve it. m0NESY. Config being aggressive, looking for a fourth. They found NiKo. That's a good start. Jax at 14 is the next best fragger for the G2 attack. They have full mid control. G2 gonna set up a set piece behind this smoke. Counter utility raining in. I think this access is closed. 3 players here. A fourth is gonna be on the way quickly. Lucky with that scout, grabs one. That's Jax who falls. He grabs another with the scout, and now the SMG is put into play, and that's gonna be everything. m0NESY can only get the one. 11-4 is the score at the end of the first half, powered by NiKo, 20-8. Let's see what Astralis has when we return from the break. They're gonna be on the offensive side.
Let's stand on short smoke, Jackie. Come short.
He's spamming me.
I can't. I stay side.
You guys need to go together.
Go short together.
Ramp. Two ramp. Two ramp. Ramp.
And short.
Dead.
Short and ramp.
Short last.
I want to go split A, guys. I don't know you, but let's go, boys.
Let's go. See clutch, brother.
Thanks, bro.
In some situations, putting Astralis against the ropes. Jax, let's not forget about his clutch that really started it off as well. It was the pistol round win for Astralis, and then he just stood on his head.
Yeah, second round was absolutely beautiful. 2 huge clutches in the opening rounds of both maps in this series. Astralis down big. They're able to recover very, very nicely on Ancient. Dust2 is going to be a different beast. m0NESY peeking off catwalk cover of smoke onto Xbox, but that's a timer. When that smoke fades, he's going to have to back off. Pop flash out towards mid. Hunter to be the point man if they do progress into that position. He's got information. He wanted to stick around for the fight. Backs away. It's m0NESY to take one shot and drop, but he doesn't even get there. This is weird. This is going to be a split. m0NESY's out in the open. They're about to get caught. They're about to be so caught, so blind. m0NESY gets one. That's it. It's all on NiKo. Attacked from 2 different angles. He can only go 1 for 1.
That's decent to do 1 for 1 in that situation. It'll still buy time and space as they rotate back around from CT. Alexi B, though, limited, and Config up catwalk has position and control. Bomb working its way over will be thrown by Lucky because there's a gap in the smoke.
Jax is already on the long flank.
He's got the shots. Bomb planted. Problem is now they're completely surrounded. Lucky has nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, and it's, oh no, CT for Blameth? Second they spot that, this is already gonna be defused. There's no chance he jumps up the elevator to try and find that one. He doesn't even have an access card to get to that floor. As Downey drops, and 11 becomes 12 for G2.
Yeah, but that got really scary to me. Seeing 2 defenders like that trying to transition to a long defense, getting caught, flashed out in the open. I don't know how m0NESY got the first kill, because I would have imagined he was gonna be pretty damn close to full blind. Still able to handle it with 1, even NiKo going 1 for 1. Those 2 guys were caught in a really, really awkward situation. It's impressive they even managed to go 2 for 2. overall. 12-4, both pistol, or excuse me, not both pistols, but one pistol going to G2. Let's see if Astralis can pull a Jax and win the second round.
There's a Jack in that box.
Yeah.
Lucky just trying to hold the wide side of the smoke, but it's NiKo that has to fall off of it, pull away. Config is the man with the deagle trying to start it off. As you say, like Jax did. Hunter, meanwhile, checking underneath. They're spotted out down middle as it's jumping across goes Glaive. Monacy ready for a repeat in that position, though.
3 smokes left, 3 flashbangs, and a Molotov for Astralis to use in the remaining minute and 7 seconds. Reconvening out towards long, it appears. Lucky does have control of pit. There's going to be 4 players in defense at this A bomb site. NiKo and Alexi on catwalk. Hunter on the ramp, and Monacy peering down long with his scout. They need both these final smokes for the cross.
Lucky. Trying to make contact. Monacy backs away. It's the AK sneaking up from that position further. Hunter gapping that smoke massive.
Another one's going to follow up.
Surely it must. Goes now, no cross, timing it over. Hunter can't fire into it. Oh, Monacy burning on the catwalk, goes down to 37 shots out. Hunter trying to do damage. Config's on 16, remember, but he's done better than that. Something beautiful in that Config as he finds headshots with the deagle following up. It's just so lovely to see. And now, as you say, similar to what Jax did in the first half, a deagle for Astralis might answer back in round 2. Speaking of Jax, he's on the run.
Have you ever seen anything like it? I cannot believe Config just got all 3 of those kills.
Well, he needs his confidence back, no doubt about it, in this half, because the first half he started aggressively. The pistol round, he ran straight up middle and killed Monacy, and then we never really saw much from him until the very end of it.
Well, at least he matches Jax with a deagle, stole away the second round after Astralis' pistol round win. He does the same thing back to G2. That's massive. I mean, that's just wild. He's able to get all 3 of those kills. G2 not able to mount enough of a defense. They get forced back towards catwalk, funneled, and Config is just a monster. That's all there is to it. Look at this.
Oh, it's the third one. The first...
He's spamming.
Wait, slow-mo,
crouching.
watch that. Oh my God, it was like the same body was still falling through the air and he shot it.
He's spamming, crouching, and moving. He gets all 3 kills.
Yeah, NiKo's reaction kind of says it, doesn't it? Like, really?
He even puts in chat, Config, he just goes, what's
random? Yeah, I kind of wanted to say it. I'm glad NiKo, to be fair, goes, nah. Blame F will get NiKo. Speaking of him, he gets dropped down inside of the smoke.
Yep, real recognize real.
Yeah, but they also recognize real eyes. Realize. Glaive drops down into the pits and will start to use his scout to scout the sites as he scopes in and, oh my goodness, how did that miss? Monacy's lucky to be alive. He's going to try and do battle. He's not scared. Not scared at all. Did that hit? That did not. I'm surprised. These bullets, that one's going to be cut Config in the shoulder. Zipix now down to 11. The damage is certainly stacking up for Monacy as he continues and now hits Lucky. He just can't get the headshots. If this were an AWP, we'd be calling this a legendary round, but it's just not the kills that count. It is the damage, though, and Jax on the AUG, saved from the last round, might have been able to do it all. Monacy's not done. He goes back now. His early damage matters. He only needs the single shots, and they'll put Config on the scout instead to watch over toward Long. Hunter, deagle up close, waiting as well for the plant, wants to try and jump up that elevator position. He's got Glaive. Config puts it back into him, but watch out, because they're both within 1 shot of this man, and the scout can move quickly. He can take the peaks. He's tagged down to 34 as he looks again toward the green position, the top of the bags. He gets Config through it. He's going to rotate. He's going to try and change this up on Blame F. No, he's not. Falls back, fakes away, doesn't want utility thrown his way. He's got 1 HP. 1 HP to try and take down Blame F, who's sneaking out knowing the angle, spotted up, and he's absolutely nailed it. So much damage on the scout. He might have been better off with the AWP, but why not 10 shots instead of 5 to win the round?
And there's no better feeling. You look at the smile on his face as well. You got all those guys around you cheering you on. That's an impressive round. He was setting Jax up for like an alley-oop all day long with those tags. Couldn't get it done. He does it himself. magnificent. Even just falling back, playing it smart as well. Making Blame feel a little bit nervous, waiting inside that bomb site, realizing he's exposed it from so many angles. That is some incredible stuff, and look what it means to Alexi.
Must be nice to be an in-game leader and have this much skill on your team.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of in-game leaders out there looking at Alexi with jealous eyes. Timeout taken from Astralis, their third. That is crushing. You think you just pull it back in your favor. They're not out of it just yet, though. They can't really harp on that quite yet. Another buy coming in for Astralis. G2 just 3 rounds away from bringing us to a third map, bringing us to Inferno to decide the final team to take stage inside the Spodek next weekend.
That's absolutely right. Less than a week away now is Sunday. This time next week, we'll be looking to crown our champion of IEM Katowice.
Yeah.
We start there on Friday, to be precise. And yeah, looking forward to it.
StarCraft's on Thursday, Matt.
I might go watch that.
I'm going to go watch that.
Nothing wrong with some StarCraft.
Whoop.
Nothing wrong with Monacy. Now he's got the AWP, Jason.
Yeah.
He was just warming up on the Scout.
Might need to require him to use it as a handicap. Some nice shooting with the Scout in the previous round. Hunter. Boosted up. That was quick, not accurate. You've got NiKo hiding in Goose. Hunter on the ramp now, trying to just dink a couple of these heads as they go by. Smokes give him a little bit of cover. He's trying to find one. Flames in front of him as well. Oh, Zip, he's going to love that one all day. He was looking for the opportunity. Alexi goes down. They're surely going to clear NiKo. They will after he gives away his position, but he's got 2. Can he adjust for the third? Flashbang, and he's so blind. He's so blind. No chance.
Yeah, no chance either, because he had the flash out himself. Didn't even have the gun to pre-fire into that, so Blame F brings it back 2 versus 2. Monacy has to back away from this. He's going to smoke CT, but then goes back in that direction knowing that he doesn't have the timing to get around. And it forces Zipix over because he thinks with that smoke down he can cross. That actually puts him directly into the line of fire for Jax, who now works out. If he can spot Blame F up on top right now, not only does he get the kill, I was going to say Monacy will be on the move and try and pinch him off. Doesn't even need to go that far. G2 finding 14, and I think we're finding Inferno very, very soon.
Yeah, that's a narrow clutch, though. Blame F is just trying to find a 1v1 before Monacy gets involved in the action. He knows he's relatively safe from the AWPer. Tough situation. Good double kill from NiKo, but another good round for Monacy. And if he's building into this series, you got to be worried for Astralis, that third map. The rookie's starting to get some legs underneath him in the series. Clutch is certainly going to help that. Monacy sitting at 16-10. Eclipsed by Jax at 19-8 and NiKo at 23-12. G2 quickly powering through this series. Final timeout taken from Astralis. Final chance to talk things over and come up with a winning adjustment. They don't have a lot to play with in this round either, but they're going to go for it anyways. They're so far behind, they just realize they need to buy. They need to start scraping some rounds together. This comeback, if it's going to happen, it needs to start right now. To think you're going to be able to come back 10 rounds straight is a little bit crazy. They want to close the gap before losing another.
Stranger things have happened. I'm not going to rule it out.
Yeah.
If you're at a pro level, you need to have the mentality that anything is possible and play for the win at all times in this situation. So, yeah, they're going to give it a go, but I think sitting here the way that this game's gone, we are the realists. Well, I'd like to think we are. You are the realist. I'm a little bit ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Lucky starting it off. Monacy down. Good find early on for Astralis. Straight out of the timeout with some momentum. And more than that, no. Config down. Jax, he ran right to long to get it instead.
Someone had a conversation with Jax between maps that was like, look, if you're feeling it the way you were on Ancient, just keep going. Like, don't be shy to take these fights.
Don't zip up those pants again.
Never. Flashbang out long, double doors. Jax here at the corner. Probably wants to wait for Alexi to take contact, but he does peek in and sees nobody out. They could have gotten out to blue bin, I guess, without him knowing. NiKo. Oh, he goes down to the Scout as well. Bless it all. This Scout that's the magic Scout. Lucky switched over to an AK. It's a huge win, but they're walking right into the stack.
Blame F doesn't know, but A is wide open. As soon as they see this 2 at long, he should go. It doesn't matter because they're not going to get that far. Jax, a further 2 in the round, making it 3 before he drops Glaive. He is found as well by Alexi B, and the bomb is completely covered. Blame F has it all to do. 1 versus 2, AK-47, knowing that they're about to concede overtime point. You better believe those biceps will be flexing. As he works down lane, no, perfect crossfire setup. Hunter has the kill, and we are 1 round away from a tied-up series.
Man, Alexi had the easiest job in that entire round. He just gets to sit in that corner, tell Jax to kill everything, and he does. And when there's only one player left, they're running by him with his back turned. Perfect. Good shot from the scouts, but better round from Jax from start to finish. 3 kills, including these 2. Second one a little bit blind. 15-5. 3 Deagles, a Tech 9, and a Scout to battle with. All back in the hands of m0NESY.
We'll see if he can make it work. I'm not doubting him anymore, Jason. The accuracy is definitely there.
The accuracy's there.
Flash out, Glaive on catwalk. No doubt would be uncomfortable for a second, waiting to see if there was a response to that peek. Meanwhile, though, he's going to support his teammates by putting pressure on mid. Not enough, it seems, because Hunter's still looking through the door. They do bust through and catch out Jax, but Hunter finds a second, which means there's just 2 left in the site, and Glaive. m0NESY smartly continues to go by. He doesn't even want to sit back and fight that, knowing that NiKo can cover it, and they need to control the bomb. They need to deny the plant and blind it up. Blame F, just the Deagle to play with. It's going to be up against the USP, and m0NESY comes out on top. Glaive from a distance. Unfortunately, with all of his pieces of the puzzle removed, it's the nucleus of the team that will fall last. And it will be quite the atomic bomb to the series at 16-5 for G2 in doing so. Inferno, our decider. I'm just going to get ready for that right now, Jason, because I think we are going no further here with
Safe call to make at this point, Matt. Taking a bold risk. You're stepping out onto a ledge.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. NiKo does as well. We are done here. And I'm pretty much done with everything to say, Jason. That was a remarkable performance. Jack starts it off, NiKo steps up, and then m0NESY with an incredible scout to show us all why he's talked about the way that he is.
Yeah, some great clutches. And G2, both teams now facing elimination on this 3rd and final map.